done a lot of interesting things in my life. I've been blessed. Live in the greatest country in the world. We are exceptional, but that doesn't mean we're perfect. We're not. And one of the great lessons of democracy is we're our biggest cheerleaders. We're also our greatest critics. That's important. The legacy of Vietnam is still very much a part of how this country looks at its commitments overseas and the deployments of our men and women overseas. And there are lessons that can be drawn from today, looking back to the experiences long before we actually had a significant presence in Vietnam, because Vietnam had a cultural, a social, and a military and geopolitical impact on this country, much of which lingers today. Americans started thinking about the French and Indochina in the 40s. This is Vietnam. We started thinking about it in the 40s. We're thinking about it in an entirely different set of terms today and potentially an entirely different relationship. So we learned lessons from looking back at World War II. We learned lessons from Korea. We've actually changed, so that we perhaps have changed and altered how we conduct foreign affairs, how we conduct military exercises. And we learn to appreciate the dramatic impact that wars have on not just the soldiers and the families affected directly, but indirectly the entire country has an impact. And so looking at that war and the legacy of decisions made, good and bad, lessons learned, good and bad, all the way through to the present time will help inform us, not only in terms of our relationship with Vietnam and Indochina, but hopefully have an impact, an even broader impact on decision makers in the future.